I feel like it's my duty to let you know there is a new Hellgrammite lure out. Ah, but who's making it? Where did it come from? And maybe this is a size that some people have been wanting. So there's a few lures that come out every once in a while that I feel like it's appropriate that I have to make a whole video on because I love fishing Hellgrammites. It's one that I kind of started learning in the creeks a long time ago. Kind of built my channel using. A lot of people have gotten into them. And there's a lot of different ones out there. And there's still a few I want to make videos on that I haven't used yet. But there's another one that this one has just come out. And the size is 2.4 inches. I actually have been wanting a Hellgrammite this size. It's kind of thin, not too thin. It's got a good body. I like the shape. It's like it's a little skinnier, gets wider, but a very nice looking 2.4 inch Hellgrammite. And of course we got a few colors. The material this is made out of is a little different than I'm used to. It's a little firmer. It's not very stretchy. It does seem pretty durable though. I feel like it's made, you know, for kind of smallmouth fish. It's definitely made for smallmouth fishing, but it's made for that kind of rough biting. So let's go ahead and tear one. I haven't tore one in half. Let's just do that. So I'm going to pinch both ends. Oh, wow. That's pretty tough. So it did come off in like a segment. You can still go smaller if you want. It's a pretty dense type of thick. I'm going to tear it again. And it doesn't tear as easy as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to come across. So that's a pretty tough material. Well, we wasted that one, but it was worth knowing what you can get out of it. All right, now who's making them? Now, it is made by Great Lakes. Great Lakes Finesse. If you've never heard of it, it's kind of a newer lure to the scene. And it was purchased and now produced, powered by Yum. So, Pradco or LureNet that owns Yum and a lot of other lures are now producing these and making, I think it's a company that started, because I heard about it, and then it was bought by, you know, a bigger company, and now they're making them through, so they're still called Great Lakes Finesse, you know, kind of made by the people that make Yum products, but the material is not the same material as the Yum Hellgrammite. It's definitely a different type of material for that. So yes, I did get these for free, and I do work with this company. And I had no idea, what are they doing on a dirt bike? I had no idea that these were actually coming out. They didn't let me in on it. Sometimes they tell me some stuff. I actually have some lures that aren't even allowed to be seen for a couple months through other brands, but I didn't know anything about these Hellgrammites. And when I saw them, the first time I saw them was in the mail when they sent them to me. They sent me a box, and I was shocked. I was like, another Hellgrammite. But this is not just another one. This is a different size. And I mean, I'm not mad at any other Hellgrammite. Every company can make one for all I care and make it their own way. So this one is geared more towards smallmouth fishing in the Great Lakes, and that's why it's called Great Lakes. You know, it's kind of built around that. But is this going to be a good creek lure? I guess that's yet to be seen. Now, I've actually already caught a few fish on it. I really haven't had a chance to fish it much, and I've been really busy the last few weeks. Then I wanted to go out fish today, and the creeks are flooded. So I will be putting these to the test and seeing what they can do. I really like the size. I've actually been wanting a Hellgrammite this size for a while, and I still think there's more sizes to be made. This is 2.4. And it looks so much smaller than a 3-inch one. Like that's a big difference when you're going from you're taking 0.6 inches off and you're making it slimmer. So is it still going to catch big fish? I think so. Is it going to be able to catch smaller fish easier? I think so too. So we got several colors here. We got, I'll read off what they're called. Frosted Shad. It's like a white translucent. Green Pumpkin Purple. Definitely got some flakes. It's a little bit translucent. Brown Pumpkin Special. This is a dark brown with some flakes in it. Smoke Clear Purple. It's like a clear, yeah, smoky clear with some purple dots and flakes in there. And then we have this bright one here, Meltdown. And I think there's a couple more that I may have left in my bag, but you get the point. There's definitely several colors. And I'm always, for Hellgrammites, I usually lean towards the natural, darker colored ones, like the brown pumpkin and the green pumpkin. They're a darker. They come in packs. They're got like a plastic inside to kind of keep them from getting all bent up, keep them firm. I already have a hook that I like using on them, and this is just something I've just done so far a few times. This is the Bass Pro, I think these are the tungsten offset jig heads, and that one is a 1/16 ounce. So here we go. How are we going to rig this thing up? Rig it up however you want to rig it up. It is actually made, let's see here, it says Dragging or Ned, Drop Shot, Carolina Rig, Target Species, Smallmouth Bass. Now, if I'm using this in the creek, I definitely am targeting smallmouth, but I'm also targeting anything that can pick this up. Largemouth, smallmouth, spotted bass, coosa bass. This is a great one for red-eye bass. That's what I'm kind of excited about. If you fish for the red-eye bass, I feel like this is a great size Hellgrammite because the 3-ounce one is a little bit too big because those bass only get like 8, you're catching 8-9 inch bass, sometimes 6-inch. So this is going to be a good size. Also, red breast and green sunfish can get this in their mouth. A lot of different species I feel like out of a creek can get this. So I am going, so far, this is what I've done, and I'm going to do it the way I do most of my Hellgrammites. And I'm going to take the head over here and try to stick the hook right inside, in between the pinchers. Or the little, not pinchers, little mandolin, whatever that thing's called up top. So we got it stuck right in the top, and you can see I'm going to hook it sideways. And yes, some people don't think this is a good way, and some people do, just like everything in fishing and everything in life. You do it the way you feel most confident and the way you think works. Pull it down through there, and we got the hook. Got it. We're going to stick it sideways. And this is kind of fat. This little area right here is a little fat. So I might not stick the whole thing through there. I might just like stick it through a part of it. But anyhow, let's stick it in there. Let me show you. We'll at least get it through part of it. Come out on the other side. Ooh, I may have messed up just a hair, but that's almost perfect for me. So there's the wide part. Skinny part has the hook coming out. Why do I do it like that? To me, in my mind, it makes sense. It might not to you, and that's fine. But this is my thought, and this is what I've seen. So when you hook it sideways, the hook has these little, the lure has these little arms that are pointing out, and the hook's coming out right here beside it. And I don't necessarily like tucking or tagging the hook back into the lure. I like to just kind of leave it, and it basically comes out flat right there, where it's not pointing out, it's not pointing in, it's just flat. So something can get hooked on there if you're just letting it, bounce around the bottom, but it's a little bit harder because it's got these little things sticking it, kicking it out. Also, it's flat. You really don't even see a hook on there. If you hook it the other way, the hook kind of sticks out a certain way. So also, I imagine that it kind of, when I'm drifting this in the current, I throw it in the current and it's bouncing down, it's going to spin. And I want that thing to turn as it bounces and spin and get caught in the current and not let the hook control it. So it's flat, you barely see the hook, it keeps it barely exposed. And this hook here, this Bass Pro 1/16 ounce jig head, offset jig head, has a 1/0 hook. It says extra wide gap black hook, but I think the gap on this thing is not very wide. That's actually why I like it. I have some other ones that are like a really wide hook, where this one's kind of a firm. It doesn't stick out that far, and it lets the lure look like a lure as far as I can feel. And right now, that's how I'm gonna work it until I find something different. I've caught a few fish on it, but I really haven't made a video on it yet. So hopefully, and I won't be able to for a few days at least. So I'll figure I'd go ahead and make this video, show you that these are out there, and you can use my discount code to go buy these. They also have some tube style lures, like crawls. These are juvie crawls. This is just one peg. There's a few different ones. So if you look up the Great Lakes stuff, they make some other stuff. Also, they just came out with underspins, and I have not even used these at all yet, but they have a lot of different sizes. So I have been using more underspins, and I'm not a big underspin guy, so this may be something that you could be more into than me. But I also know that underspins work. They catch a lot of different fish. And these hooks are not giant hooks. They're a little bit thinner. So I feel like I can throw these on a spinning rod a little bit easier. But they go from a 1/2 ounce to 1/16 ounce. That's a 3/16. That 3/16 actually looks really good. So we got those two. So I just wanted to go ahead and make a video showing you these, letting you know they're out there. Most of y'all know I'm a huge Hellgrammite fan, so I really love when a new Hellgrammite comes out. It's kind of like I got to try it out, got to see how it does. And this one's another different style. I don't even know what the price of these are yet. I haven't bought any of these myself. And I'm not sure if they're even in stores yet, but I will leave a link. And whenever you do see these in stores, you might be like, oh yeah, let me try those out. So there you have it.